So you came up from West Virginia for this?
Yes, I did.
And your caps is Stop Mountaintop Removal. Could you talk a little bit about that campaign?
Well, that's a lot of people throughout the nation don't know what mountaintop removal is when you start talking about it. That's what we do. We go around the country trying to educate people on what exactly mountaintop removal is. Mountaintop removal is just what it sounds like. It's the removal of sometimes 800 foot of the mountain, and you know, all the destruction, all the waste is shoved over into our headwater streams, which contaminates our water. Or the air that we breathe is laced with diesel fuel, ammonium nitrate, and silica dust from the rock that they blow up, and you know, it's being deforested. You know, they've already deforested over 2 million acres doing this type of mining, and we're losing our community that's been there for 200 and 300 years. They're vanishing, because what they do is that they'll come in with mountaintop removal in so close, the companies go to the communities and say, well, you can't sell your house because nobody's going to buy a house underneath the mountaintop removal site. So we're offering you this much money for your house, and it's well below what the house is worth. But you're not going to sell a house that's sitting underneath the mountaintop removal site. So the people are really forced to sell their house to the companies at the price the company offers them, and they relocate. But as soon as the community is wiped out, everybody's moved out, they tear down all the houses. That community don't even look like it was even there, and it's been there for 200 and 300 years.
Now you're not calling for going back to the old deep mining, are you?
No, I'm not, because there's a lot of problems with deep mining, with the slurry that we have problems with in our state. Slurry is when they mine the coal, they run it through a prep plant, and they clean the coal, what they call cleaning the coal, and it separates the coal from the rock, the clays, the heavy metals, the slate, and all that. And the coal floats to the top, and it takes 237 chemicals for this process to work. And the coal floats to the top, it's raked off, put in the railroad cars, shipped to places like this. But they have to do something with the waste that's left over. Okay, and so they have two ways of disposing the waste. They'll either build a dam across a valley using just debris from the mining extraction, just the debris, not the coal, the rock, and they compact this into a dam across two valleys, and then they pump this stuff in behind, making a lake of toxic waste. And some of these lakes hold up to 9 billion gallons of sludge. And you know, they're man-made dams. They broke before, and I know in 1972 one broke in Buffalo Creek in Logan County, and it was 300 million gallons. A lot smaller than the ones we have now. But it killed 125 people, and it left 4,000 people homeless.
What about the Mine Worker Union? I've gone to the website, and I don't see much about global warming or these issues.
Well, and you won't, because a lot of United Mine Workers are engaged in mountaintop removal mining. They don't determine how they mine coal, they just mine coal. And the union will protect any member's job, regardless if it's just 2 jobs. They're going to try to protect the jobs. I've called the International complaining that this type of mining is destroying our communities and is impacting people's health. And you know, they look at me like I'm a hypocrite because I'm an environmentalist.
Are you in the union yourself?
I am in the union. I'm a dues-paying member.
Were you a miner at some point?
Yeah, I spent 30 years as an underground miner. Not a surface miner, but an underground miner. So yeah, I'm a member of the United Mine Workers, but I still criticize. I stand up and speak up for my community try to protect them and just tell them, you know, that mountaintop removal is not right and that they should abandon this practice. Well, they're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Their men's doing the job, they're out to protect every man's job, but still yet they condone what's happening in these communities by letting these workers work and do harm to the communities. So there's a disagreement, a lot of disagreement between the international officers and the membership of United Mine Workers.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.